Hi everybody, it's me, Lagartalaxon, also known as Chino and Artie. I'm actually playing a video game that's very underrated. It's called Guzzler Extreme. This game was given to me as a gift from the composer himself from this video game named Dean Harris, the composer. And I really thank you for the copy, and so far I enjoy this game. I mean, out of this quick review, I'm just going to say this game is straight out, okay, out of 10 I give it a 9 out of 10. It's beautiful. The reason why a 9 is because it's really hard to get the game optimized for my system settings. But I have an AMD setup, so I have it on the max setting so far with that graphics card of R7 370 I have from XFX. And the game is running beautiful, alright? And also the video card I have is a 2 gigabyte. Of course, you only need 1 gigabyte, and you're still going to have the same performance. But I gotta say, this game is amazing, okay? The cars, yes, the cars are fictional, but you will recognize them from Japanese to domestic and imports from European exotics. From Lamborghinis to Camaros, Honda Preludes, even a DeLorean, okay? And the thing about this game, Gas Guzzler, I'm surprised it's just called Gas Guzzler, because this game actually has weapons on their cars. You're actually shooting them up. And you're gonna go, rev your way and then shoot your way with bullets, with a minigun or a submachine, etc. And I gotta say about the graphics, I love it. I'm running it on 1080p, and this is the PC version. I don't know how to say about the console version because I haven't played it yet. I have no friends that heard of this game, but so far they were impressed from this game. They were all like saying, "Hey, this game reminds me of Twisted Metal." And the other guy said, "Hey, it reminds me of Burnout." I'm like, well, this game stands alone its own, because when you play Twisted Metal, that's an arena game. This is a track game. And also this game has more features than any other Burnout game out there. The reason why I say that, because of course you have racing elements, then you're shooting each other down with your weapons, kind of like Mario Kart, or that one game called Blur, but this is actual bullets. And what else is there? You also have zombie mode, where you can actually shoot zombies up while you're running through, zombie land. Oh god, it's hard to drive with a controller. I'm playing it on my Xbox controller, but okay, let me reverse. And then look at the graphics. I mean, it's running a full 60 frames per second, and you can see every single particle. This game is well made. And looking at you can actually see the heat wave. You can hear the soundtrack. Oh, I love the soundtrack. Which, if you're really like into hard rock, this is it, like heavy metal style. You can play this game and it will just hype you up and ready to, give your road rage a candy. You know what I mean? Now, look at looking at every single part of it. It's really detailed from the spoilers. And also from looking at the badges that you have, all these vinyl stickers. What makes me laugh about it is that it has its own gimmicks, If you look at the character's name, who's a guy's name called Jizz Coming? Or there's also a character named Pussy Galore, or a lot of vagina. They have like these perverted stuff, and of course a little perverted stuff. The car gets a lot of damage. Like the game Burnout, you do get that particle effect. And when you can get the rear trunk damage, what's funny about it is that you get to see a driver in the back, but sometimes a blow-up doll. Like I bet these drivers are kind of lonely or something. But why would you keep your co-driver in the trunk so you can have your own road rage, or probably just want a blow-up doll when you need it, when you have it in the trunk? I don't know. And I like the maps. When I went further in this game, you can actually play against zombies, and that's what I was amazed by it. And the sound was really amazing, because I have a 5.1 setup, so I can hear every bullet's coming from the rear, and then I can hear my gun reload, and including every bullet that's passing by, ricocheting whatever that's coming from me. So and also the computer AI in this game is very reasonable. Even when you adjust the level up, it's very, very believable. Now check out these names: Nico Time, or Samurai, Can't Cook, Lee Million, and then there's also Victor Elaine. I mean, you gotta check out these characters' names. Then I have my own fiction name, Robo Artie. But I gotta say, this game is amazing, and it's very underrated. You can see every single specs. I was really shocked of the graphics, how it's well done. It's not a cheap looking racing game. It's actually really budget really high. The game is released by Iceberg Entertainment, I think. But yeah, I know the publisher is by Gamepire. And checking it out, it reminds me of Mario Kart. At the same time of what do you call it, Burnout. I cannot compare this to Twisted Metal because this is not an arena style shoot 'em up so far, because I'm always on the track. But as you can see, your speed doesn't reduce when you're off the road, and also when you're trying to whoa, there we go. Whoa. And the guns are cool. You also get missiles, and you also have flares to deflare all those other missiles that's oncoming towards you from the rear. So I really like this map because it feels like I'm at home, you know, because I live in Moreno Valley, and going to Palm Springs, I have the exact same view in reality. And there's also a roam sequence and more maps, and the zombie sequence was cool too. So if you're on Rage and then zombies are trying to stop you from winning the race, hey, that's quite an original thing that I see in a racing game in a third-person perspective. Because I've seen games in isometric view-wise. And the soundtrack, I love the soundtrack, because if you like the soundtrack, it's gonna give you enough road rage to get you in the mood to kick ass, you know? You can look from the rear, the side. You get every angle that you want. Right now I have a fiction version of a Honda Prelude. I mean, it's kind of weird. You see the new design of a Honda Prelude from the front, from a previous year from the rear. Well-designed fiction cars, I gotta say. Woo! There's an invisible car. Whoa! Now, my verdict on this game, I recommend you guys to get this game in Steam, which is, that's how I got this copy, is through Steam. I thank Dean Harris, the composer, for hooking me up this fantastic racing game. Racing or combat racing, I don't know how to define that term. I just gotta say about the title, Gas Guzzler. I wish they would have had a better title, but so far, if you look at the modes, here's the modes. See, we have the option menu. We also have a multiplayer, but I haven't tried that yet. If you go to profile